Hey everybody, and how's it going? Welcome back to GhostRecon Wildlands. Today I'm going to show you the tier farming route that I take going through each mission. So I'm doing this in just solo play. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. So I start out in the bottom left corner of the map. There's a few missions you can do here. 3 of them are money or cocaine shipment missions. You're basically just destroying them like you see here. The first one, you can just fly your helicopter into them. There's supposed to be 2 helicopters, enemy helicopters that spawn in. And they have snipers on them, but for some reason they don't spawn in all the time in single player. They do in multiplayer, but not in single player. From this one, I go usually to this one here. I just go in order, so 1, 2, and then 3. This one over here, you can do the same thing. You can basically just fly your helicopter into each one of the shipments and destroy it. This one's a little bit more dangerous. Once you get into tier mode, I think I'm in the 20s now, you're locked to extreme, so the enemies do a lot of damage, and they also do a lot of damage to your vehicle. So you have to be careful that you don't get blown up and killed doing this, but you can just fly your helicopter into them in this one too, like you're seeing me do here. There's 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one's up here. Fly that. You can see my helicopter smoking though from doing that one. You can take it onto the ground too, and do it that way if you want. You get a bit more tier points, but just for quick farming, this is how I do it. Then we'll go to the 3rd one here. This one you can't fly the helicopter into them, but there's a way, in single player at least, that you can do it without being alerted at all, and I'll show you here. It takes a couple seconds, sometimes depending on their route that they're already walking when you reach the location, but if you get lucky you can do it quicker than I did. This is just the route that I got when I started filming. So I always fly down and park here because 3 of them are right there. Most of the enemies are around those 3, and then there's one in that building. We'll take care of that one at the end. Sorry, just having a bit of coffee. So now I've got them all marked. I was going to take these 2 guys out, but I hold off, and you'll see why in a minute or 2. But you'll have to let me know if you guys are enjoying the, I guess, guides that I've been doing for this game. I think I've done 2 of them now, this one and 1 more. But if you want to see more of this stuff, let me know, and I will keep uploading them. So they all walk in a route, so most of them will stay by these shipments for most of the route that they do walk, but they do take one path where they'll all kind of start walking down the road, and it's starting now. So you can take that guy out because he's behind the first shipment and he won't be detected. Then you come up here, you're going to want to take this guy out here, then grab whoever's here, the heavy or another guy. I missed the first shot there. Come down here and take out that guy. This guy here's walking. And these 2 are too far away for me to take a shot at and not risk being seen, so I just mark them for the AI. And then you just toss C4 onto these 3. You can do it all at once and minimize the most amount of time that you were detected. That way they can't call in reinforcements, get helicopters in here, etc. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fly the drone up and get it as close as you can, and then throw down a mortar. These 2 guys in here will die, so I unmark them. It's those 2 that you want to mark. Pretty much these 3 guys will die from the mortars as well as the mission completing, and then you can just sink shot the other 2 guys, and that's everyone. I think 1 guy survived there, but usually they all die. And now we'll go to the next mission here. I cut out the travel time, but this is the boss of this region here. And this is really simple. You just spawn at the little outpost area thing close to the mission there. Switch out your drone, not to the medic, to the explosive, fly it over, and they're in the middle of the compound talking right here. And all you have to do is just fly the drone down. I'm just marking for extra points. Just fly the drone down into the middle of them and detonate it, and the mission's complete. There's 3,000 tier points. And there you go. All you got to do is run back here, and then we will fast travel to the next point, which is Kowani, I think. It's up in the top left here. We're going to do 2 missions here. One is the convoy, and the second is the boss. So the convoy is really simple, really quick. You just fast travel to the nearest outpost. This one was mine, so I grabbed the bike. It takes me all of, I think, 20-30 seconds. When the video isn't sped up, and it's in its normal time that it's going through, it takes me about 30 minutes to do this run. I do it using nothing, no helicopters with rockets on them, just stuff that you can get and should have by the time you're in tier mode. I've got even less because I've been trying to play it a specific way, but you should have most of this stuff. So EMP drone, explosive drone, that kind of stuff. Standard weapons that aren't completely upgraded. And I thought that vehicle was chasing me, but it was not. So what we're going to want to do now is grab the Boston Reed mission. And you can fast travel, I think, but to save a bit of time, I just drove there. There's a little glitch here where you can see my guy's holding his weapon and not the actual bike. And there we go. So we're coming up on it here. I do this mission with no sync shots, I believe. I don't think I sync shot any of them, but just mark them all. And there's a couple different routes you can take. This is just the one that I took. If you come in at nighttime, they're a little bit more spread out, and you can take some more risky shots. But try to take out any enemies that are behind these mounds of salt, I guess. I think that's what they are. So grab that guy there. These guys here don't matter at the moment. What you want to do is you want to take out... No, I do sync shots. 2 people, sorry. The group that's walking together, those 2 guys down there, I sync shot those guys. But the guy doing push-ups there, at nighttime he'll be sitting down and the heavies won't be around him, so you can take him out pretty quickly. So come over here. I'm trying to figure out who to take out, but I go in a circle. Take out this heavy here. He's not close to anyone. This heavy here wasn't looking. Take him out. He's behind the mounds, so he can't be seen. I wait a second for this guy to walk closer, so he's over the mound and behind that little shack there. And I think, you know what? I think I sync shot one more person. There we go. And that's everybody. So once they're all taken out, you can throw down 2 C4 here. Call in the extraction. And you don't even need to have the HTI or the HTI BDC. You can do this like I'll show you with just the drone. It's just as easy. And you don't have to miss or risk hitting a shot and lowering your accuracy skill. So I just mark these 2 guys until he comes closer here. And he turns away from me here, but he comes back. And there you go. It takes a second here, but he does explode. Normally it'll just blow up in the air. And these 2 guys here, do I sync shot them? Yeah, I think so. And there we go. That is it. So now we'll move over into Jimenez, or Jimenez. I don't know how to pronounce it. And there is 3 3 missions here, the submissions. And you're just going to want to follow this pattern here. Where I land is roughly the best spots to land, where you're in the least amount of danger. When you get into tier mode, enemies can spot you and kill you really easily. So it's best just to try to minimize the amount of time you're around them if you don't need to be. So you just come in here, blow it up. That's 1. We'll get in the helicopter, and we do this for number 2 as well. We use the drone. So go into 2 here. 1, 2, and 3 for these kind of missions are generally in a line, so you can do them either or. Unless you take 2 and then 3 and then 1, or 2, 1, 3. But if you go 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3, you should just have a straight line and not have to double back. Just fly to the opposite side here. The water is shallow enough around this part of the bend. You can just run a few feet, and now you're in range. Throw down the drone. Second mission's done there. Now the third mission, they have a drone jammer, so all you have to do is get close enough. There's one enemy that you have to take out. It's a sniper, and I just take him out for precaution, just so he doesn't see me and kill me. But take him out, and then what we'll do is we'll use the binocular recon to locate the last sub, which is on the far right of the base, and just call in a mortar. You can see here he's in that little tower there. Just get a little closer. Far right, there it is. Call it in and you can leave. There, I was showing you the drone jammer. And that's it. There are a couple more missions you can do. The gold mine ones, but yeah. That is usually the run that I take. Like I said, without it sped up, it's about 30 minutes, and it gives you a bunch of tier points. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, leave a comment down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.